spaceship. I hope that doesn't sink into the planet below. All right, bottom left, starting location, we have our Protoss player from the site TeamLiquid.net. Solid micro and solid strategies. His ideas.
Liquid Hero.
All right, well, actually very far away, excuse me, in the upper right. In the blue, we have the player winning the first game. I think a little bit weaker micro than his opponent, but very brainy strategies, his ideas.
Starter Squirtle.
You know, I almost feel like Squirtle played that basically very standard. As far as going DTs goes, that's how that plays out. And he did every move just pretty much standard. And that's something I've seen a lot in his style, whereas Hero, wow, Hero for president.
Hero for president, wow.
I would vote for him.
Romney's going to have another problem going into this election. So
he's like, yeah, I really like pro gaming. I'm friends with the CEO of Blizzard. All right, so but what I was saying is Hero took a little chance going DTs, because when you see DTs, the standard DT build will get that robo out, which Squirtle did do. So he was like trying to play a mind game, but he was like a level too far up or something. That's the best way I can really describe it at this moment. But and then from there, of course, just that not making any sort of choke points for his units to take care of charge zealots in. So so far, Squirtle has been the better player for sure in this series, in game one at least.
Thanks, Artosis.
You're welcome, dude.
I saw you get that.
The guy who won game one, yeah, he played better.
He played pretty well.
Yeah. Hero played well too, but
your thoughts, Tasteless?
Not as well as the guy that beat him.
I have to agree with him getting a win in game number one. He did.
Squirtle, in fact, won game number one, guys.
Yeah. If he wins games 2 and 3, well, then he goes on. Because that's the way best of 5 works.
Well, Squirtle is actually going for pretty quick 2 gateways here. Second gas a little bit later than Hero's. Oh, wait, no. Hero didn't actually... Wait a minute. Okay, so Hero's actually not getting a second gas. And he's actually already warping into pylon up there. So this is what I think we're going to see from Hero. It could be 3-gate and it could be 4-gate. But basically when they... you know how you normally have like a little scuffle in the center with a few units and both people try to out-micro each other then run away? I think what Hero wants here is to maybe warp in some units behind and catch those units if possible.
Kind of, sandwich him.
Basically, if Squirtle overcommits it all
whoa,
never mind. It's a 4-gate warp prism. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a powerful build.
This is a really scary build because, especially for the way that StarCraft II AI works, that's actually very interesting results by Hero. Considering PvP ends so quickly, to have 37% wins in the first 9 minutes, it's interesting. Now the thing about you know, the StarCraft II AI is you know, they will just attack whatever's close to them that's attacking them. So if you warp in the mineral line, you can't use the probes. You're just going to lose probes. And in PvP, one of these matchups where you end up capping probe production so quickly, things can spiral out of control.
It definitely can. If you don't catch the warp prism, oftentimes that can result in a game loss. Now, Hero is going for the 4 gates right now. Squirtle is going down for a little bit of pressure. He has a quick 2 zealots and quick 2 stalkers. In fact, he's going...
Hero is not paying attention, and that's getting past the shields now. The stalker about half health.
But it's 4 gates against 2 gates. This is a 2-gate pressure against a 4-gate, but the 4 gates a little bit slow. Warp gate will finish at the same time for these players, though, so...
Okay, he's going to be able to chase him out as long as he just holds the ramp. And Squirtle doesn't know about the robo.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling pretty good for Hero here. Squirtle is going to have to get out of here now that 4 more stalkers have been warped in.
Very nice. Note there were 2 pylons here by Squirtle, so...
Yeah, that can be a little bit rough. He is trying to warp in more in micro. That was actually the wrong call.
Yeah, he needed to just turn around entirely.
He loses a lot of units now.
Yeah, remember, I mean, he is going to go ahead and follow this up with aggression inside the main base. So those softened up, those squishy stalkers now, because they did not just lose shields but lost, you know, hit points as well. Their vitality's down low. this is going to make this rush from Hero very scary. In fact, it could result in a win right now for Hero, especially with the 2 pylons being taken out in a mirror matchup.
And not just that, it's 4 gates. He already has more units.
Yeah.
And Squirtle actually went 2 gates into Robo. And when you go 2 gates into Robo, if you don't catch the Warp Prism, you're normally going to die because the Zealots are just going to kill stuff so quick. They drop out 4 Zealots immediately, you warp in 4 more, and then other stuff's attacking your ramp, so you can't even pull your sentries to help Micro. Then you can't even mine, you only have a couple gates warping units in. It spirals out of control, like, instantly. All right. This is going to be rough for Squirtle. I'm feeling it for Hero.
A few more units.
So it looks like he wants to hit the front. And maybe...
I think he's going to send it into the mineral patches, and then... oh, no, he's actually going to do it right over the edge. Oh, careful.
And I don't know if I like that as much, Tasteless. This is going to give Squirtle the chance he needs.
Actually, he can actually use these Warp Prism kind of as a stalker. All right, nice, just loading up over here. This is not exactly the way that this strategy was probably intended to go, but he is getting some units up over here. He does dash.
Squirtle, he just needs that 1 force field. He needs that force field, and he gets it. A huge force field.
But he is warping in more units into the main right now. So actually, Hero's in fantastic shape still.
That's right, he has that pylon. Well done.
There is an Immortal out, so he can shoot the Stalkers. Getting a pylon here, hoping that maybe he can supply block him or something.
Well, he's got a target with that Immortal just perfect. He's great, Micro. You're bringing some probes out. Those Zealots dealing a lot of damage from Hero.
Hero misclicking, targeting down several different Stalkers. Remember, the Immortal is here to just take care of these Stalkers. A lot of Zealots though up here in the front, able to tank the damage. Looks like Hero is going to lose that Stalker, but that Immortal is going to go down.
Oh, and does Squirtle actually have enough here? Hero has the Stalker advantage at the moment, but a lot of Zealots out. More Zealots being warped in right now for Hero as he goes over to give himself some vision where his pylon is. Thank God for that pylon, Tasteless. But Squirtle may actually end up having enough.
I cannot believe he might actually hold this.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, Miss Micro.
Save that Stalker, and it looks like this rush is done, Tasteless. Oh, wow. And now Squirtle has the tech advantage. As far as probes, it's 22 to 22, and he has more units than Hero. This is bad news for Hero, Tasteless. I mean, he already has an Observer out on the other side. Another Robo being made by Hero at home because he realizes that other Robo is too far away to really make Immortals and send him down.
He canceled it.
Oh, okay. He thought he didn't have it because of how hectic the game was. That happens.
Yeah, we've seen that happen with some pro gamers where, you know, if you had like a weird, you know, let's say you had to hide you know, well, any tech, for instance, and then you have to develop back into a normal game. They'll come back to their main base and then remake that tech because they're trying to get back, you know, getting back into that normal pattern. So that's kind of funny.
You know, it was somewhat risky but somewhat intelligent of him to use the Warp Prism at the front to just try to straight up break the ramp by ferrying units up over the force fields.
Elevatoring them in.
But it also gave Squirtle a chance to come back. Of course, if he goes ahead and tries to drop in the mineral line anyways, I mean, that's still giving him a chance, but I don't like that decision personally for a Hero. So, I mean, he's in trouble at this point. He knows he's going to lose his Robo.
If he loses this, he's going to be down 2 games.
Yeah, that's not a good place to be in. Lucky for him, though, he does have an Observer out. So even though he lost the Robo, he has an Observer. He doesn't actually need to get another Robo for a while. And, in fact, he is getting a Twilight Council, which is going to complement the fact that he has just Warp Gate units. And, ooh, he got Squirrel's Observer. Very nice.
Now, Hero is a pretty scrappy player, so he can make do with very little. But Squirtle has been pretty calculated so far. To be completely honest, guys, I really thought that Squirtle was just going to lose once I saw what he was doing, the 4-gate. And then especially when I saw Squirtle apply pressure and then it didn't work and he had to go back.
Yeah, well, I think strategically Hero got the high end of that, but, you know, at the ramp, Squirtle just controlled perfectly and got through it.
Is he just going to push with the Colossi?
Yeah, he's doing a 1-base all-in. It's actually, I like this choice. You know, he knows his opponent's behind. He knows he's killed the Robo, which means no Immortals.
Yeah.
And if you don't have Immortals, and I mean, there's this many Zealots in a Colossus, that's going to be really, really difficult to deal with, especially since he already has a big Stalker count, which you normally never have with 1-base Colossus all-ins. It just turns out this was a weird game, so...
And if you notice, Hero's actually just going to ditch.
Yeah, that's the right choice.
The expansion.
He realizes that's too much, but
when the Colossus gets here, he just actually steps on the force field that goes into the main.
Yeah, I would definitely do exactly what he's doing, though. Target that down and let your pylon warp in so you can actually have more warp ins for when you actually attack. I do like Tasis.
Here we go.
And
does
it's very
not
hard.
matter.
Trying to target down this Colossus, and it's not working quite yet. His Zealot's doing so much damage, and Squirtle's going to walk up this ramp and kill him, Tasis.
Yeah, that's going to be GG.
Nothing really left
Even
for
the
him to
Colossus
do.
surviving that. And I don't know, man. This could be a 3-0, or it's going to be a wicked comeback here for Hero.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine him coming back from here. He might be able to snipe this Colossus off.
Look at that Colossus, and then I'm going to leave the game.
Just the number of units that he has is too much. Now, I like this choice a lot. For him to just run towards his opponent's base, like maybe he can get some sort of base trade scenario going on. I mean, what else? What other choices do you really have here?
I mean, the problem is it's such a long distance on this map that
the other problem is that Squirtle left exactly 3 Zealots at Hero's base to really mess with him. So, I mean, this is.
I agree with your toast. I don't really blame him for doing this, but
well, if he stays and fights, 100% to death. Here, maybe 99% death. So, I mean,
All right, so it looks like Squirrel's going to set up units back here.
Force field, nice.
Nice.
Force field. But again, this is eventually those stalkers will get up there. Now the probes of his are killing a lot of his opponent's probes.
Note, when you're in a base trade situation like this, and see, this is what good players do, is they kill off the other players' probes when you're in a base trade like this.
Now let's see how good Hero's Micro really is, Tasteless.
He's going to blink out, it looks like. Oh, except for that one. The W Stalker. Oh, no, he's actually...
All right,
he's not as dumb as I thought.
I mean, right now we have 2 probes for Hero, 8 for Squirtle. But it's 12 supply to 43.
Yeah, he's going to lose the Nexus, and Hero does not. Yeah, Hero does not have the capital to make another Nexus after that. So that's essentially checkmate.
Well, Tasteless. Squirtle crushing some face so far. I feel like we're having maybe just slight. I actually have liked the builds that Hero's chosen more, but just slight errors. Whereas Squirtle is playing just so solidly. Just every move he does is just this solid, super intelligent reaction to what's going on in the game, or a follow-through to what he's already chosen. Well, you know, he's not being fancy even a little bit.
That's exactly what I was about to say. He's not being fancy. He's just being safe. He's being stable. Hero is a bit flashier when it comes to his strategies, but sometimes that's not the route to go to. Sometimes you just want to play, the kind of solid, unbreakable style. I can't believe that Squirtle actually survived that attack. I really am so surprised. They looked so much, especially after he deflected Squirtle's initial pressure. I just thought, well, this is over. It's going to be 1-1 now. But really nice control. Hero's strategy was really smart, but I don't know. Would you have used the Warp Prism inside where the minerals are? I think that maybe would have been better.
Yeah, personally what I would have done, Tasteless, is drop the Zealots off in the main mineral line and warp in 4 more Zealots immediately, because the small amount of units that he had, most likely he's going to come back with everything but a sentry or everything that's just on one hawk. He's like, oh crap, I got to get up there and take care of this. And then maybe you get up the ramp, and maybe you don't. Maybe he leaves it and does perfect force fields, but you're still going to kill off a lot of probes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's going to put you in a decent position anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, in the studio, we hope you're enjoying this new feature where you can actually hear what we're saying. And I hope it's enhanced everything. And, some people do like the experience of hearing the Korean casters, but I think...
Well, then take your earbud out if that's what you're
into. Or you could just lie. You could just say, actually, all the earbuds that are in your ears right now, they're all dirty. Artosis and I were sticking them in our ears earlier. You're going to get some kind of freaky ear disease. Ew. Yeah.
Tasteless even put one in his nose.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's the one with the black lid on it. Everyone takes it and looks, and they all black. It's like, I got Tasteless boogies in my ears.
Well... Hopefully Hero could come back. That would be unfortunate if it was a 3-0. But Squirtle, right now, just a little bit better, able to eke out a win in both of these games. We're going to see. We're going to have a quick 5-minute break. And when we return, we're going to have game number 3 between Hero and Squirtle. Stay tuned. This is the GSL Code S.
Immortal 불멸자 불멸자
Now I look like you. Immortal. Down.
불멸자
I only have 6 range.
불멸자
Oh, nice. More zealots.